Ever since human race came into an existence, the one thing doesn't is unstoppable: evolution. Could be social, economical, political, technical evolution. It's continuously happening. Technological evolution seems to be unstoppable at this moment. Every now and then you have something new coming up, which is not only enhancing the ability for all individuals to perform, but also helping businesses to grow exponentially. But beside all these evolution, revolution, and all that I'm talking about, there's one thing that hasn't been changed ever since human started walking on the geography of this earth. That is called leadership. Hi, this is SK again, and today's topic is leader and leadership. When we talk about the word leadership or a word leader, is it something that somebody acquires through the environment? People choose a leader, people elect a leader, or it is something that there is a system to find out a leader or leadership qualities? If you go back to the holy scripture, if you go back to thousands or 2000 years back, there was no corporate sector, there was no political system like we have today. We have a democratic system where people elect their leaders and call them chief minister, prime minister, so on. And in an organization, we have corporate sector, you have managers, you have senior managers, directors, CEOs. So the definition, what is the authentic definition, or what are certain signs that can explain that yes, this person possesses a leadership quality, or is actually a leader by his act, by his behavior, or by the action he takes, or the risk he takes, whether he's sitting in an organization, in a corporate, a small sector, or he's sitting as a chief minister or a prime minister. Is a risk taking man or woman our leader, or person who inspire people our leader, or a person who has honesty, integrity our leader, or who are just caring about their own people, their happiness, their prosperity are actually leaders. So I won't be just confusing with all these terminologies. These are all very stereotypic stuff, that person should have a vision, person should be very honest, person should have an integrity, should have creativity, innovation, all these sort of stuff. This is by default. There are born leaders, that there are lots of people, those who have become god for us, they were also leader, they have also walked upon this earth at one point of time. We don't bow down in front of them because they have some supernatural powers. But they are, why? Because we love them, we bow down, or we worship them, whatever way we show our gratitude to them. Is that because they were not trampled by the challenges put by the environment, and though they did not uplift themselves and their people, and they uplift their era where they lived in, whether it's Gautama Buddha, Mahavir Swami, Krishna, whoever. This Arjun asked so many questions to Lord Krishna, when Krishna, as a leader, could remove all his doubt and motivated him to fight against his own people. So that is one aspect of the leadership, when the leader not only does something very different which uplift the humanity in terms of socially, religiously, everything. He has a magnetic personality. He attracts people not by his appearance, but by his words, by thoughts, ideologies, and by caring people. He should be having a humanity in caring nature, magnetic personality, think about the prosperity and the happiness of the future, and the way of preaching, the way of interpreting things should be far different from a normal, from an individual person. When you talk about the an organizational level, there are managers, there are bosses. In societal level, there are leader, there are group leaders in at country level, national level, international level. But you know uh, maybe I'm not able to find any leadership at this moment in last 10 decades, sorry, in last 2 decades. I don't see any leadership at national level or international level, because when something goes wrong, when failure happens, the leaders don't, I mean, we call them leader, these people, those who are representing us, they don't appear on the screen, they don't talk to people, they don't respond, they don't become answerable. When you do not have answer to the things happened, and people have given you certain responsibility to take care of something, and you are not answerable, you are not giving answers, do not have answers to anything of failures. But when a success happen, whether it's 0.2%, you try to take an advantage of the success through media or through certain other thing. This is happening everywhere, it's not at one level. International level, national level, I mean company level, bosses are there. Whenever success happens, whenever an appreciation mail comes, whenever things get fixed, they take, yes, it is done by us. And when a failure occurs, they are scared to face the customer, the client, they are not ready to face, because they do not have answer. So they do not have the ability to handle the failure. That is one thing that a leader should possess. When success happens, everybody enjoys success, but handling the failure tells you whether the person has a leadership quality or not. I will not take this video long, so this is very short and crispy, that if you want to understand whether a person is boss or whether a person is an actual leader, you will see him taking the responsibility, accountability of failures and converting that failure into a success. And how he will handle a failure, that will define whether he is a leader. People themselves will rise up that kind of person. He doesn't need to be elected, selected, or chosen by promotion or something like that. So this is actually a leadership quality. Apart from this, the honesty, integrity, these are very default things you may find in several people, honesty, integrity, creativity, and all that stuff. But when a failure happens, how he's going to failure does not only means that you trying to launch a rocket and it doesn't go to moon. It's not a failure, it could just technical failure. Failure may be in different form, that a pandemic hits you, or maybe you get thousands of calls in a day. You know Unpredictable things happen, which nobody has ever thought of. How you handle unpredictable scenarios in an environment where you have lack of resources, that's where the leadership rises up. So you don't need to choose elect leader, they automatically come if given an opportunity and time. But this is very unfortunate, whether it's an organizational level, society level, country level. Such people in last, I would say, maybe 3 to 4 decades, I've never seen the leadership. But if you go back to, let's say, the example of our freedom, how we got the freedom through best leaders. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, Mahatma Gandhi, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. These are the people who thought about their own people. They did not think about, okay, let's become a president, prime minister, or chief minister, or governor, and let's decide. There were certain, idiot people, I would say, who, separated the nation and they became prime minister. So they looted their country and, betrayed the trust of their own people. But there are people, who just thought about their own people. They brought certain ideas. Somebody wrote a constitution. So when they wrote constitution, the constitution is nothing but a crux of all the holy structure of humanity. It talks about, its preamble talks about the equality, opportunity for all, fraternity, brotherhood. I mean, all these sort of right to equality, right to freedom. This is what, the ancient uh, prophet or lords, or they've been talking about freedom. Let individual grow to its full potential, be it a girl, boy, this sector, that section, people, all sort of equality should be there. Right now, rich, poor, I mean, this will go on and this will go into another direction. I don't want to, I just want to focus on the leadership quality itself. So just understand this. Leadership means when something unpredictable happens, whether at an organizational level, and unpredictable means which could harm the society, which could harm the country, which could result in a decline in terms of growth and opportunity for an organization, and that how you handle it, how you convert a calamity into an opportunity for your own people, how you inspire your own people to learn more, to grow, how you uh, put motivation into them. You understand the your own people, whether suffering from depression, their personal issues. Don't uh, try to judge everybody with same balance of measurement that you have set. So thank you so much for listening to me. Try and understand whether you are surrounded by a leader, or you're surrounded by a boss, or you're surrounded by a Hitler. Thank you so much. Take care. Namaskar. Bye bye.